In this week's edition, we're going to tell you about a delicious ice cream shop and a former Texaco station in the heart of Bowling Green. So let's go inside and check it out. Before we start the episode, I want to recognize our sponsor, Shore United Bank. Shore will be there to help guide your financial journey every step of the way. Visit them downtown or at Harrison Crossing. And now, onto this week's episode. Today I'm at Gibson Soft Serve at 101 South Main Street in the town of Bowling Green, and I'm with Katie Gibson, who owns this shop with her husband. And Katie, thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
So I stumbled upon here maybe 6 months ago and thought it was such a cool place that we wanted to come down here and tell other people about it. So tell people, I guess, just a little bit of the history of how Gibson Soft Serve came to be.
Yeah, so it was the spring of 2020, and much like a lot of the world, I was going a little stir crazy at home with my toddler, and I had long thought that Bowling Green really needed an ice cream spot. So I thought, well, who else is going to do it? I'll do it. I had a little bit of food truck experience from opening the Mix House with my sister, and so I decided to go the food truck route again. Bought a trailer in the spring, and we were open by the beginning of August, and it went a lot better than we anticipated, and it's been all uphill from there.
So this used to be a Texaco station.
Yeah.
So talk a little bit about, and then there was a few things, I guess, before you opened.
Yeah.
What went into retrofitting this business into what it is now?
The biggest thing was just kind of getting it into a clean slate. So we kind of rearranged a lot of things, took out some doors, added some doors, took out some windows, added some windows. That was a big part of it. We had to upgrade our electrical service to be 3-phase so that we could have the highest capacity ice cream machines because we get really busy. And then once we kind of had it at a clean slate, that was the hardest part. Then we were able to rebuild from there.
And you grew up near Bowling Green,
yes,
is that right?
Yes.
So you kind of lifelong
resident. I grew up in Sparta, so just about 10 minutes outside of Bowling Green. And, when I was a teenager, there wasn't a whole lot in Bowling Green. We had a hardware store, a jewelry store, a couple other little things kind of came and went, but nothing seemed to stick around. And so once the Mix House opened, things kind of started slowly rebuilding. So it's been really fun to be a part of that.
And your trailer, you were saying, is right across the street, so you had a window into this location. You thought this would be a great location.
So we set up our trailer right across the street next to the corner store, and I could literally stand in the trailer making ice cream and look across at the Texaco station and just thought, man, what a cute spot. It needs a little love, but it could be such a perfect location. So in the spring of 2022, we were able to buy it, and it's been such a blessing. Yeah.
So like another famous ice cream place in Fredericksburg, you all closed in kind of November, I think, and then you just reopened in March. So what are some of the things that y'all do in the winter
to stay busy? Yeah, we'll do any building projects that need done, and then I do our taxes and bookkeeping in the winter, and then work on designing like t-shirts, merchandise for the spring, and then any hiring that needs to happen I try to do over the winter as well.
So tell us just a little bit about some of your specialties.
Yeah, I would say we're really well known for our coffee milkshake, and then also the fudge monkey down here. That's one of my personal favorites. It's like a banana split, but very chocolate heavy.
Sounds great. And hours of operation, and how can people find you online?
So we're open Tuesday through Sunday, 2 to 9 p.m., closed on Mondays, and we are online, gibsonssoftserve.com. We're also on Instagram and Facebook at the same name.
Well, Katie, I really appreciate you taking the time to tell us more about Gibson Soft Serve. And I just drove down here. It's about a 30-minute drive from Fredericksburg. Well worth it. So
thank you.
Come check it out.
Thank you.
Yeah. Okay, so that's going to do it for this week's edition. We appreciate you watching. Be sure to subscribe to our newsletter at fredericksburgfreepress.com and also to our YouTube page. And we'll try to keep you up to date on business happenings in the Fredericksburg region. See you next week. And thanks again to our sponsor, Shore United Bank.